Hello, here's the news at this hour on Tstv. I am Mobola Badekale. Here are some major headlines. Oyo government to inaugurate judicial panel of inquiry within 1 week. NEC panel to meet with youths on jobs and others. Democrats kick as United States Senate confirms Trump's Supreme Court nominee. And in the world of sports, Eagles to begin 2022 World Cup qualifiers in May 2021. And now the news in details. Oyo State government has announced plans to inaugurate the judicial panel of inquiry within the next 1 week and has reiterated that it will continue to live up to its mantra of putting the people first. Governor Seyi Makinde stated this while hosting security chiefs, traditional rulers, religious leaders, and other critical stakeholders to a meeting in a bid to chart a new course for the post-EndSARS agitation in the state. The governor, while responding to various commendations by the stakeholders, noted that there was nothing extraordinary in his manner with which he responded to the EndSARS agitation by the angry youth, stressing that it was part of the demand of his mandate as the governor to ensure security of lives and properties of all residents in the state. He decried the attacks on Lagos, saying they were targeted attacks and not particularly mob action, stating that traditional rulers have a lot of work to do in their localities to ensure that security and peace continue to reign. The Deputy National Youth Leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bolaji Hafiz Rekwete, has revealed that Oyo State government received 72 trucks of COVID palliatives out of the 124 trucks it is billed to get from the federal government for onward distribution to the people of Oyo State. The former special advisor on youth and sports during the administration of late former Governor Abiola Ajimobi disclosed this while speaking via a telephone interview. It will be recalled that the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Oyo State, in a statement issued by its spokesman, Engineer Kim Olatunji, called on the police to arrest Rekwete for making inciting statement that is capable of jeopardizing the peace of the state. The National Economic Council, NEC, has set up a committee to engage youths and other stakeholders on a way to address deeper issues that has led to the EndSARS protest. NEC, at a meeting chaired by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo-San, mandated the committee to focus on employment, social safety net programs, national unity, and other critical national issues. NEC also expressed condolences to those who had lost their loved ones, sustained injuries, or lost valuables to the violence that trailed the EndSARS protest. The meeting also expressed support for the steps so far taken by President Muhammadu Buhari in tackling the protest and commended the security agencies for their management of the crisis. The membership of the committee is drawn from each of the geopolitical zones of the country, including governors of Sokoto State, Borno State, Niger State, Ondo State, Ebonyi State, and Delta State. It is, however, called on the coalition of private sector operators against COVID-19, also known as COVID, to enlighten the citizens on its palliative distribution mode and its works with state governments. And in a related story, the Coalition Against COVID-19 has explained that the scale of nationwide food distribution program and the magnitude of persons to benefit from the palliatives were some of the reasons that delayed the delivery of the items. In a statement issued by its spokesperson in Abuja, Wanusiobi Osita, the coalition stated that it had been working with governors, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and the Nigerian Governors Forum to procure, deliver, and distribute these palliatives. He said, it is said that the distribution was to almost 2 million most vulnerable families, over 10 million Nigerians across the 774 local government areas of Nigeria as part of its support in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, adding that the very large size of the order and the production cycle required meeting the demand caused delays in the delivering of the food items to state in an expeditious manner. The news on T-Solid will be back right after this. Welcome back, and now to some foreign stories. Prominent Democrats have condemned the confirmation and swearing in of Judge Amy Coney Barrett as Justice of the United States Supreme Court. Barrett took the constitutional oath of office before President Donald Trump at a brief ceremony hosted by the White House on Monday night, coming through a 53-48 vote along party lines. Barrett's confirmation is seen as a victory for Trump, who nominated her following the death of Liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. However, shortly after the ceremony, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Ms. Nancy Pelosi, issued a statement accusing Trump and Senate Republicans of committing an act of supreme desperation. Pelosi said they rushed through a Supreme Court nominee just 8 days before the November 3rd presidential election as part of their years-long campaign to destroy Americans' health care. Democrats argue that no fewer than 20 million Americans could lose their health care coverage if the apex court repeals the law, also known as Obamacare. Meanwhile, Barrett said in a speech after she took the first oath of office that a policy preference would not influence her decision on cases, adding that the confirmation process had made one of the fundamental differences between the federal judiciary and the Senate clearer to her. Earlier voting is set to begin in Tanzania's semi-autonomous island of Zanzibar, which has a history of contested elections, while voting in the mainland will be held on Wednesday. Today's early voting in Zanzibar is for officials responsible for overseeing the general election, including returning officers and the police. This is the first time Zanzibar is having early voting following an amendment in election laws. The amendment was, however, met with sharp criticism from opposition parties who alleged it was meant to provide a loophole for rigging, which the Zanzibar Electoral Commission denied the claims. The island's 2015 election was cancelled by head of the Electoral Commission for not being free and fair. The opposition boycotted the rerun, and the ruling Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM party's candidate was declared the winner, where there were a total of 17 presidential candidates in Zanzibar's election. And now moving on to the world of sports, World Football Governing Body FIFA has confirmed that the Super Eagles will begin the second round of the Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifiers on May 31st, 2021. A new date for the second round of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. The second round of the qualifiers was initially scheduled for October 2020 but has now been postponed to next year due to the disruption of the football calendar following the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. According to FIFA, the second round of the qualifiers ends September 2021, while the first and second leg of the third round will be played between November 8th and 16th, 2021. The third round will see the 10 group winners from the second round drawn into 5 home and away ties, while the winner of each tie advances to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The Eagles are drawn in the same group as Cape Verde, Central African Republic, and Liberia for second round of the African qualifiers. Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba on Monday denied media reports which said he quit France's national team over comments made by the country's President Emmanuel Macron, adding that comments were perceived to be against Islam. The French leader this month has declared war on Islamic separatism, which he believes is taking over some Muslim communities in France. It was allegedly reported that Pogba, practicing Muslim, reacted to Macron's comment by quitting the national team. The 27-year-old wrote on a Twitter post along with a fake news sticker on the screenshot of the headline, adding that he was taking legal action against the publishers. The newspaper said in a statement that they reported on a story that Paul Pogba has taken the decision to quit the French national football team after it was published on a sports website. And with that, we come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the major headlines. Oyo government to inaugurate judicial panel of inquiry within 1 week. NEC panel to meet with youths on jobs and others. Democrats kick as United States Senate confirms Trump's Supreme Court nominee. And in the world of sports, you heard Eagles to begin 2022 World Cup qualifiers in May 2021. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Hope Chijioke. I am Mobola Badekale. Good day and thank you for watching.